Hi, everybody. Welcome to Monday Live Training here with Lori Joy inside the Launch It Live with Lori Joy Facebook group. I'm very happy to have you here. I'm excited to get into today's topic. I'm excited to know more about you and your Facebook groups, and are they making you the money that you desire in your business? So I'm just going to connect live, see who's here with me, say hello in the comments, whether you're watching live or you're watching on the replay. Now, today, what I want to do is talk about what strategy do you have when it comes to your free Facebook group? Because I can tell you from experience that it can be very daunting to have a free Facebook group where you think you have to be in all the time doing all the work, and running a business Facebook page. You have your personal page. Hello, Julie Fairhurst. And what does this mean for you? So remember, we're setting up a business that we want to run, that we want to be comfortable in, that we want to show up for. And so my question to you here, Julie, and the other ladies that are watching, does anyone here have a Facebook group with a number of people that are in there just hanging out and you're not really sure what to do with them? So that's number one. If you're a number one, then that's what you want to talk about. Number two, you can just put number one in the comments if that's you. You have a Facebook group with a bunch of people that are just hanging out and you're not really sure what to do with them. Number two is, do you have a Facebook business page and you're not sure the difference between the content that you put there and the content you put inside your Facebook group? All right, that's a number two in the comments if that's you. Or number three, do you just not have a Facebook group and you really want to be able to start one the right way? Hello, Karen Coleman. All right. And then I want you to think about, do you have a strategy that you use with your Facebook group as a part of that? Do you have a strategy behind the Facebook group and how you use it? And that's what we're going to dive into today. So if you have a Facebook group and people are in there and you're not really sure what you're doing with them, you're giving free content and or do you have a Facebook business page and then you have a Facebook group and then you're not sure what's the difference between the two, right? 2 and 3, Julie, good. And then, do you have a strategy? So do you have a strategy in order to use your Facebook group that generates revenue for you? So that's the topic for today. I'm very excited about it. And if you're live, say hello. If you're watching the replay, say hello, and make sure you're asking any questions here so I can help you. Because if you're running a business that doesn't really bring any money, then we know, ladies, that we call that an expensive hobby. And if you're trying to do too many things, or you're using your Facebook group, it's not a part of your overall money-making strategy, then hopefully today's training will change that. So I want you to go out after today and really think, is my Facebook group part of my overall strategy? And if it's not, then let's put some plans into place in order for you to do so, right? Now, there was a time when I ran a free Facebook group in a business page, and I struggled as to what was the difference that I put on my business page or inside my group, and I didn't know, right? And I didn't know, what am I giving this group that's different than the people that are on here? And I had no path to ROI, and I had no strategy on how to run it. Everybody out there is always talking about bring people, build your Facebook page, but why? Why are you building a group, not a page? Why are you building a Facebook group if you have no strategy in order to eventually sell to those people? Because that's what we're doing. We're creating a community of our ideal clients that need the solution to the problem we solve. So when I restarted all over again, when I got rid of the Facebook group and I made the shift and I started to change my Facebook group that provides me 5-figure launches every time I do them, it's because I've created a community, kind of like an ecosystem where my ideal client comes, which is you, all of you, and people who are either running a program or a network marketing business and they want to have 5-figure launches on repeat. That's who I call into this group. That's who I tell I'm coaching. That's who I tell I'm teaching. That's who I tell that this is the problem that I'm solving. And if you want to have that solution, 5-figure launches on repeat, then this is the place for you. And that's what I want you to be creating with your Facebook group as well. People who want the solution to your problem. Now, by creating a community of people who want what you have to offer, it doesn't mean that those people will buy right away. And this is where your Facebook group is going to be integral to your overall strategy. So on average, it takes someone like 7 to 10 times to see your offer or your products before they purchase. So how does your Facebook group fit into this equation? Most people won't buy your offer the first time they see it, right? A lot of the times we're bringing in cold traffic into our community. And it takes us a while to get to know those people, and more importantly, for those people to get to know us. So then you have to continue to be consistent in making your offers on repeat. And a lot of us think that when our people don't buy the first time, that, oh, they were a bad lead, or maybe my offer wasn't good enough. And then, you kind of give up. And at that point, ladies, everyone loses. When you stop being consistent in your business and in your offers, and your people, and you just kind of get, exasperated, and you kind of go away from it, or you step away from the group, then everybody who has been at one time called to that group, they aren't getting what they came to get, and they're going to go out and they're going to get it someplace else. So those of you that were part of my launch last week and the week before, when we went through your actual building of your boot camp, you were able to see me making an offer to work with me and to expedite your track to 5-figure launches. That's the solution that I offer. And some of you bought and some of you didn't, but that doesn't mean that what I taught or what I showed was wrong, or that my offer wasn't a good one. It just means that some people aren't ready the first time they see my offer or they see your offer, and that's okay. And that will happen in your business as well. You will make offers to people who will say, not right now, but then what are you going to do to nurture those people? Right? If you give up on the solution that you offer and you don't continue to make that offer, your ideal clients, the people who want to buy, and maybe they don't want to buy right away, but they want to buy soon, if you stop, they leave. So what are you going to do to create a community? And how are you going to monetize your Facebook group? Because we're all here to make money. We're all here to make money. And by making consistent offers and serving your people on a continual basis, right? Your Facebook group becomes part of your business strategy. And you continually serve your people until they are ready to purchase from you. And buyers convert and purchase when they are ready, not when we are ready. And I think, I'm guilty of it. Ladies, tell me in the comments, right, if you're guilty of it. Hi, Sabrina. We're guilty of it, and we're thinking, okay, I'm ready. I have my offer. I have my program. I have my network marketing business. It's going to be amazing. Why aren't you buying? And it's because they're not ready. We're always ready. Right? If we're the CEO and leader of our business, we are always ready for someone to come into our program or our business. So in the meantime, ladies, what you can have happen is they can hang out and learn from you. They can come to like you. They can come to know you. They can come to trust from you. And eventually, maybe they buy from you, right? Tara says she's so guilty. Tara, me too. Me too. So this is the strategy. Now there's tactics to building your Facebook community and leading them to your ROI, but this is the overall strategy. This is where we want to start, the big idea. So Facebook is a great way to build this community, in my opinion. Right? Facebook, ladies, Facebook loves their groups. They love you building groups. They love seeing you add people to the groups, right? They run television commercials about having Facebook groups. That's a clear indication that Facebook wants you building them. And you want to continue to intentionally build and nurture your community so that you can serve, and then ask for the sale. And this community is going to be filled with all different types of buyers, right? So those that are new and not sure, and they're kind of finding their way, they know that they need a solution. They know that they need a solution. They like possibly what your solution could be, but maybe they're new, they're a little nervous, they're not sure. And then you're going to have people, right? Those that have been around for a while, and they want to see what you have to offer and see if it can and will work for them. And then you're going to have those people that are sick and tired of doing things on their own and want to jump into your offer and your program or your network marketing business right away because they've been struggling to do it on their own and they want your program, or they've been struggling with some kind of ailment that your product alleviates and they're ready to buy. But you will have those 3 stages, those 3 tiers of buyers. And so when you are in your Facebook group and you're talking about the solution that you solve and helping your people realize that this is either for them or it's not, and helping your people realize, right, that you're building your own community of buyers, that as long as you keep serving them with immense value, will they one day decide that you are the person to buy from? Right. Yes, they paid millions of dollars on a Super Bowl ad. Yes. I see them on my TV all the time. They had one with kazoo players, and now they have another commercial, right? Hello, Linda Foot. So if people come to your group and they see what you have going on and they decide that it's not for them, can we celebrate that? There was a point in time, then I was guilty of this in my business, when I saw people leaving and I thought it was a direct reflection on me. And I took it personally, and I just want us to stop. And I just want us to celebrate the fact that when we see our numbers go up and down, right, that those people are deciding that you and your offer may not be what they are looking for, and it's okay. Right? I mean, you'll often hear me say we don't want to work with everyone anyways. And so when people can self-select and say, okay, and it's not to say you're not a nice person, it's just that maybe you're not the solution that they thought that you were offering, or that they were looking for. And it's okay. It's okay. I would rather people say, hey, well, that's interesting, but it's not for me, and leave, and save them time and save me time from coaching them or talking to them or having them in a program that isn't for them. So we want to attract, right, Sabrina? We want to attract the people that are keen, love your coaching style, want your products, need your products, can't wait to get their hands on your products, and want to jump into your offer. You want to weed out the people who aren't resonating with what you offer and maybe your value system. So the more obsessively that you can talk about your solution that you offer, minus 5-figure launches on repeat, the more of your ideal client you will bring into your community. But if you're not out there talking and sharing your solution, right, not your content, not the product per se, but your solution, then your people will know where to find you. And sometimes it takes time. And I know that as entrepreneurs, we're very like, okay, I put it out there. Where is everybody? Right? I've built the program. I have the products. Why isn't everybody knocking down my door to get it? I hear you. I've been there. But the thing is that sometimes I know myself, I come across someone who's been in the online space or the entrepreneurial world for years, 5, 10, 15 years, and I'm just stumbling on them. And could you imagine, like, those people have to have been consistent in their business 5, 10, 15 years in order for me to find them. So sometimes, we're very anxious about getting out there, finding our people, and wanting that immediate response. And it takes time. I've been online for 10 years, right? And it takes time to find your people. And the way that you can do this is being consistent and using your Facebook group as a strategy in your overall business system. Now, you lovely ladies that are here, that are on the live, that are in Launch It Live Academy, we dive into the strategy, the tactics. Like, this is the overall strategy, but now the tactics and the who and the what and the where and the when and the why, right? But you have to have this overarching realization, because the people who want your solution, they're actively out there looking for you. And if you're not the one talking about it all the time, then they are going to go out and buy it from somebody else. And some won't need much nudging at all. They will come to your group. They will see your beautiful smiling face. They will hear your message. They will see what you offer and will be ready to buy immediately. And some are going to be ready to buy tomorrow. And somebody are going to be ready to buy next week and next month and next year. Okay. I want to tell you, I want to make this connection here. I want to tell you a little story. So my parents at their house, my grandparents had one, my great-grandmother had one. I don't have one, but my parents have a clothesline at their house in their backyard. Does anybody watching this have an old school, like, raise the clothesline, put the clothes, put them out to dry in their backyard? Okay. So how many of you have a clothesline? How many of you can resonate with my story? So it's like this. My mom or dad, they go outside and they hang all the clothes on the clothesline, okay? And they leave it there for a bit in the sun, and then a couple of hours later, maybe they go back out there and they go to take off the clothes and put them in the basket, and some are bone dry. The sun has beat on them, they're bone dry, they're great, they fold them, put them in the basket. But some of the clothes, depending on, what they're made out of, like jeans, if they're a heavy material, sometimes they're still wet. Or maybe the shed was blocking where the jeans were and they're still soaking wet. So you have to take them down. You take all the dry clothes off and you put the wet clothes back out and you put them out, and they stay there for a couple more hours until they're dry, right? We used to have one, Tara said. Not since I was 12. Yeah, my parents love the clothesline. So this is what we're doing, right? This is what we're doing. Sometimes our people come into our group and they're the clothes that dry right away on the clothesline. They come into the program. They come into the network marketing business. And some people need to hang on the clothesline for a little bit longer, like the jeans, to dry. It takes them a little longer to make the decision. It takes them a little longer maybe to get good and fed up about what they're doing to come back to you. Maybe they go out and do what you taught and it doesn't work as fast as they want, and then they're ready. It doesn't matter, right? You're making sure that your Facebook group is fitting into your entire business strategy and serving all types of buyers. So you're offering, and then you're nurturing, and then you're building your Facebook group in order to lead your people to your offer, because that's how we make money in business. That's how we make money. Karen says her parents had one. My parents don't even use their dryer. They refuse to use it. They put them out on the line, and then in the winter they hang them up in like the portable rack. Anyway, so it's not a constant barrage of offers in your Facebook group. It's a nice mix of serving, giving value, and then asking for the sale, right? So last week I asked you if you were ready to join me in Launch It Live Academy. The doors were open. They closed on Friday. Monday, I am back here serving, nurturing, giving for those that weren't ready. And it's okay. Their time will come. And if they're still looking for the solution that I offer, and if I keep showing up on a consistent basis, and I want you to be doing the same thing, then I'll be the person that they come and buy from eventually. Now, if you feel weird about the sale or you're thinking selling is not serving, then we need to do some work on that because you'll be stuck in your business for a long time. And so you will notice the longer that you hang out with me, that this is where I do all of my free content, all of my free teaching. I come in here every Monday at noon at the same time in the same place, and I serve you with a piece of information that you can go out and start to implement today in your business in order for you to help make it more profitable. I'm not sitting here making daily posts. I'm not putting up silly GIFs. I'm not putting out PDFs. I'm not giving ebooks. I'm not giving checklists. What I'm doing here is serving you at the highest level by going live at the same time, at the same day, every week, so that you can start to put me on your calendar and we can start to hang out on a weekly basis. And you know that if I'm consistent in my business, that I'm going to be consistent in my coaching. If you are consistent in your Facebook group and nurturing and loving on your people, how do you think that makes them feel about you, the coach? But if you make a pitch and you make an offer and then you disappear and you don't show up for another 6 weeks, and then guess what you're doing? Making a pitch and an offer, your people are going to hit the high road. And I don't blame them, right? Because I feel you, if you hear me talking about what I solve and answering your questions live is better than any PDF and any checklist and any book that I could possibly give to you, right? And remember, who we want to attract to our business is the people who take action. Not the people who are consuming more content, but the people who are consuming the content and then putting it into action. So today with this training, it's not just about consuming the content. It's not just about learning about how to put a Facebook group into your business strategy. It's about now thinking, do I have a strategy? How am I showing up for my people? How am I nurturing it? And you go out today, and if you're not doing it, change it. That's the action piece. I'm always giving you something and having you take action. And I want you to do that for your Facebook group as well. Right? Tina, I have a group of 20,000 people and have no idea what to sell yet. Okay, Tina, you need to work on that, my dear, because you've got a beautiful community of warm leads now who know you, who've come to you for some reason. So you have to have some sort of reason that they're there. How did you get those people there? And you must be delivering on some point because they wouldn't stay there, right? Okay. Yes, Karen, selling is serving all the way, all the way. That's a whole other tangent I could go off on. I'm going to stick to the Facebook, right? So what happens is when you are going live or posting or whatever it is that you want to do on a consistent basis in your Facebook group, you're building that community. So I want you to think about how you run your first Facebook group, how you are showing up and serving and nurturing and continue to grow that community, right? Okay, Tina, what are you doing to help those people in your tourism Facebook group? How are you showing up? How can you serve, and then make an offer, right? How can you ask them, give them some tips, and then ask them for some business, right? So anything you're doing in your business, if you have free courses or if you have you want to be driving, excuse me, your traffic to your Facebook group in order for them to see them there. Are you driving your ideal client to your Facebook group in order to consume your free content? Are you driving your ideal client to your Facebook group in order to hear your offers? Because I'm a firm believer that you should be sharing your offer live to your network marketing business or to your programs, right? So there's some human connection in that correspondence, right? I will never make an offer without going live. I've never done that. So by going live in your Facebook group, you're kind of creating this community of where your ideal clients can show up. You can tell your story, you can share your values, you can have the insights into your personality, right? A little insight into your coaching style, and then eventually you make an offer. So as long as people keep showing up in your Facebook community inside your Facebook group, then you can keep showing up and nurturing them. And like I said, ultimately, when they're ready and they really want to solve their problem, then you can actually start speaking to them about that problem and their solution, and naturally they are going to provide from you. Nice, Tina. So do they book? Yeah, going live is really great, Tina. They'll get to know you, they'll get to trust you, and then they get to hear your passion in your voice. If I were to share this training in a post, it would be very difficult for you to kind of feel how much I believe going live and showing up consistently in your Facebook group can be good for you. So again, continual basis, serve making offers, and then all you have to do is do those things on a continual basis. Because people inside your community, whether they're commenting or not, are watching, they're learning from you, and eventually warming up to you so that they can buy from you. And those people that come into your Facebook group are there because at one point they wanted that solution that you offered. That's the reason they signed up in the first place, right? They're coming to see what you have to offer, and if it is worth their time, if it is worth their while, and if it is worth their money. And if you're not being consistent and giving value on a consistent basis, your people will lose interest in what you're doing. And if you're not showing up, they're going to go find somebody else to buy from, right? So maybe at first you start out in your Facebook community and your people aren't taking you up on your offer. Then if you have a group already, my suggestion would be that you have to come up with a strategy and content that is really well suited for your ideal client, and your people within your group aren't buying maybe because there's a disconnect there. And sometimes that disconnect is that you've been serving your people for free for so long, and then now you're asking them to pull out their credit cards and buy something from you, and they are not used to that. And so you have to change the way that you do business in your group as the leader of that group so that you're attracting the people that you're ready to buy. And that could be something as simple as a new cover photo and a new about section, ladies. And then that means that some people I get so excited that I trip on my words. It means that sometimes you have to change the way you do business. And then it also may mean that some people in your group will have to self-select whether to stay or go. So we need to create a community that is full of people that are looking for the solution that we have to offer. And you have to do that by creating offers. So whether you're driving traffic in organically or through a paid ad, right? All of your people should be coming to your Facebook group to hear your offers. And as long as you take the time to figure it out, like I said, I had a business page and a Facebook group, and I was like, what's the difference between the two? I basically now just use my business page to run ads. And I drive all my traffic here to this Facebook group so I can serve you, right? I can serve you. And that's what my bootcamp does. My free Facebook group, bootcamp does. It allows you to get to know me and what I do. And then when I make and have my boot camps, and then I make my offer. That's what I do. That's how I make money. That's how we all should be making money. Because if I keep serving you for free and I don't give you the opportunity to get to the results you want faster with my help, I'm doing you a disservice. And that's what you're doing to your people. You're doing them a disservice by not making an offer that's something that can help them. If you have something that can help somebody, why aren't you putting it out there? Right? Why aren't you putting it out there? So my advice to you is not to be building a Facebook group if you're not going to show up on a consistent basis. Don't build a Facebook group if you're not going to serve your people on a consistent basis. Don't build a Facebook group if you're not going to have a strategy behind it, because it's work. And if it's just work with no path to cash flow, then that's work that sucks. Right? Like, let's call a spade here, ladies. So when I drive traffic to this Facebook group and I hold my free offer, my free boot camp, right, which I drive traffic to with a Facebook ad. I don't drive traffic to these weekly Facebook lives. But once you come inside and you're part of my community, it's a bonus. It's something that you get on a consistent basis, whether you're in my group or paying me or not. Right? So what can you do today? What decision, ladies, can you make today that's going to assist you and make your Facebook group more profitable within your business strategy? What can you go out and change today, either in your consistency or with the amount of offers you make or the path that leads to a revenue stream, so that your business can be profitable and you can make the impact and the income you want in the world? What does that look like for you? And some of you will have to take a harsh reality, a really deep, hard look at what you've got going on in your Facebook group, right? And is it leading to a revenue stream? Because if it isn't, then you need to rethink your strategy. You need to rethink your Facebook group. Because when you have a community of loyal followers, of beautiful people who show up at noon Eastern and put me on their calendar so that I can serve you, right? Why wouldn't you make them an offer to work with you more often? So I want you to think about that. And if you're not doing it consistently, how can we go about changing that? That's the action for today. So we are learning that we need to put our Facebook group into a system that works for us. And I want you to go out there today, ladies, and I want you to change the consistency, the format, right? If you're making posts, maybe you show up live, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, and then how many offers you're going to make in the next, say, month or two, in order to get people into your business and drive and have, like I said, the impact and the income that you want. I can't wait to see what you do out there. I can't wait for you to come back in here and tell me all about it. Much love to you. Thank you for being here with me. I will see you next Monday at noon Eastern, same time, same place.